RLUSD has been rising quickly, and I firmly believe that this will likely accelerate far faster than we ever imagined in a very short period. Now, I did mention in a recent video that I was going to go into great detail on the recent acquisition of Ripple, since there are undoubtedly a lot of details to review. There are plenty of other things to investigate. Furthermore, I firmly believe that this will likely alter the situation for not only RLUSD, but also Ripple and XRP. However, since there has been a lot of minting for RLUSD lately, let's start by looking at the stablecoin tracker for RLUSD. First up, we have 10 million RLUSD, then 8 million, and finally 22 million. In just 72 hours, 40 million RLUSD were created. This is really fascinating to see because, once more, we consider what Brad Garlinghouse told us in early 2025. In case you missed it, the video clip is here. Bloomberg Crypto is the source of this. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, anticipates that RLUSD will rank among the top 5 stablecoins by the end of the year, and that the stablecoin industry will expand significantly. Take a look.
If you think about the next forefront of stablecoins, now that the US is getting toward clarity, what's possible?
Well, again, I think we're underestimating how big that might get. You know, today that market's about $230 billion. So I think some smart people think that may go up 10x in the next 5 years. I think that's probably right. I mean, the two leading players in Tether as well as USDC are both, I think, poised to do well in that market. Ripple launched our own stablecoin at the end of last year. That's already ahead of our own internal forecasts in terms of where we are at this point in the year. Still, we're small, but the goal is by the end of the year for RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, to be one of the top 5 in the market by the end of the year. And I think the whole market's going to grow dramatically over this year.
So what does it take you to get there? Who are you pairing up with? Are you creating some financial partnerships in order to make RLUSD more of a household name?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even today we had more listings go live for RLUSD on some global crypto exchanges. Anytime you do something new, it takes a minute for that kind of, the pun of the ripple effect of seeing how that plays out. And so we're seeing that happen in real time. So I'm really pleased. And again, as I said, we're ahead of our Q1 forecasts of where we expect it to be. So we feel really good about that progress.
And yes, pay attention. They are very dedicated to seeing that this happens. Furthermore, I believe that the recent purchase of Rail is unquestionably a component of the strategy. When considering RLUSD at the moment, the volume is up 155 million over the last 24 hours. We have 643 million in total supply. Over time, this has grown considerably.
When we returned here at the start of the new year, we had $77.2 million. Nearly the past 30 days, we have increased by 28.25% to nearly $642 million. The $3.3 billion monthly transfer volume is also up nearly 20%. Nearly up to 35,000 holders. 4.6K active addresses every month. Folks, RLUSD simply keeps getting bigger and bigger. Furthermore, I'm positive that many people will respond, yeah, but it's only on Ethereum. You people need to realize that Ethereum is currently the most popular network for using stablecoins, along with DeFi. Thus, it makes a great deal of sense. However, I think that eventually the emphasis will go to other initiatives, such as the XRP ledger. Furthermore, I don't believe it will take years when I say over time. I believe that many networks will begin to have a lot more demand associated with them than Ethereum over the course of the next few months. However, let's go over here to just check how significant the past few weeks have been for RLUSD and Ripple outside of RLUSD on RWA. XYZ. Jack McDonald is the SVP of stablecoins at Ripple and the CEO of Standard Custody. Here we have the RLUSD independent attestation for June that is now available. A few new developments. RLUSD was listed on Alchemy Pay, PDA, XPH, and other platforms, and its market capitalization surpassed 550 million. Ripple's reserves custody partner for RLUSD is now BNY Global. Blue Chip Underline, the top-ranked stablecoin on their website, gave RLUSD an A rating. The growth of DeFi is booming. We currently have $236 million net, $312 million supply, and $76 million borrowed in RLUSD liquidity on Aave. Indeed, the DeFi side of RLUSD has been expanding considerably as well. It has been growing into a sizable market for both RLUSD and XRP. Since the EVM sidechain became live, XRP has grown significantly as well, which is, incidentally, a major factor in the demand for RLUSD to be on Ethereum. Over time, I believe the EVM sidechain will also aid in transferring a significant portion of Ethereum's value to the XRP ledger. Apart from that, though, since the transaction was announced on the 7th, let's quickly review it. We are purchasing Rail Financial today. By integrating Rail's powerful back office and virtual account features into our global payments network, Ripple's leadership in stablecoin payments and crypto infrastructure is strengthened. When we consider this transaction, it cost them $200 million to purchase Rail and extend their market dominance in stablecoin payments. As a result, we have the assurance that Ripple and Rail will provide the most complete stablecoin payment solution on the market. Ripple's position as the industry leader in digital asset payments infrastructure will be strengthened by this purchase. A comprehensive payout network, industry-leading digital asset liquidity, and a suite of over 60 licenses to legally handle clients' payment flows are all provided by Ripple Payments. With automated back-office architecture and virtual accounts that streamline operations, Rail expands on Ripple's capabilities. Stablecoins are rapidly emerging as a key component of contemporary finance, and with Rail, we are in a unique position to spearhead the next round of innovation and blockchain and stablecoin adoption in international payments. That's what Ripple's Monica Long said. This acquisition demonstrates our dedication to assisting our global clientele in transferring money whenever and wherever they require it, as Ripple boasts one of the most popular digital asset payment networks globally. And we have the upper hand here. Thus, asset flexibility, stablecoin on and off ramps, and the RIP. Without forcing clients to keep cryptocurrency on their balance sheets, they will work together to provide extensive stablecoin pay-ins and payouts across important corridors, including USD transfers. Customers may manage various payment types, including third-party payments, on behalf of their clients and internal treasury flows, all with ease, using a single platform, thanks to the flexibility that third-party and treasury payments provide. Premium digital asset liquidity offers competitive pricing on high-value tickets and facilitates payments across a range of digital assets, including RLUSD, XRP, and others. By eliminating entry barriers and operating challenges, virtual accounts and collections allow users to transact with digital assets without opening specialized cryptocurrency bank accounts or wallets on centralized exchanges. Through a single API for expedited onboarding, clients are connected to a worldwide payment network that runs around the clock, 365 days a year, thanks to easy integration and always-on infrastructure. With more than 60 licenses that satisfy the strictest requirements for financial institutions, enterprise-grade compliance and licensing provide regulated, secure payment flows. Through the collective multi-bank partner network, banking partner networks provide a new degree of inherent redundancy and dependability, providing clients with robust worldwide coverage. With all of this, you can easily integrate blockchain technology with conventional payment networks, get inexpensive liquidity for stablecoins and other digital assets, and safely store digital assets. Rail has developed the quickest method for settling business payments using stablecoins abroad during the past 4 years, and it is expected to handle more than 10% of the 36 billion B2B stablecoin payments made globally in 2025. Together, Ripple and I are thrilled to share our vision and introduce our breakthrough to the millions of companies that handle international money transfers. With more than $3 billion already spent on strategic possibilities and acquisitions, Ripple is still dedicated to actively growing through M&A. The transaction is anticipated to occur in the fourth quarter of 2025, subject to standard closing conditions such as necessary governmental clearances. Since Rail is a massive company that is expected to handle more than 10% of the 36 billion global B2B stablecoin payments market, XRP is the leading payment in the payments that Ripple is acquiring. Therefore, Rail is enormous when we consider its size. Then you add in Hidden Road and all of the work that Ripple's been doing in the past few months. This is the main focus, guys. This remains the main focus. Even if we consider what I stated here on May 31st, the financial system is transforming, and stablecoins, XRP, and Ripple are all part of this. Guys, the focus here is on stablecoins. 4 stablecoins scheduled to debut on the XRP ledger were confirmed in a single month: USDB, XSGD, UROP, and BBRL.
The odd thing about this is that although we have it over on XRP, one of those stablecoins, UOP, is actually going live here. Although it is currently only $48,000, this will increase dramatically. I promise you all that this $48,000 will increase significantly if we return to this page in a month. However, this doesn't even discuss the URV stablecoin from SocGen, Forge, or RLUSD when we return here. XRP is leading the way in the significant on-chain movement of the $7.5 trillion daily Forex market. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, because once more, this is becoming more and more of a reality as additional stablecoins are added to the XRP ledger. RLUSD, a USD stablecoin, is already available. We have BBRL, a real stablecoin from Brazil. We also have a stablecoin called Euro. We are aware that a stablecoin in the yen is feasible. We also know that a pound, a digital pound, has a lovely ring to it according to the Digital Pound Foundation. The pound may also launch on XRP. We are aware that Ripple is also very popular in Mexico. Over the course of the next 12 months, all of these stablecoins might begin to appear on the XRP ledger, people. This might make this picture a reality. Additionally, we have seen that stablecoin movements are speeding more quickly than previously believed, and I believe that everyone should understand the true significance of stablecoins. Stablecoins unlock trillions of dollars in value and facilitate use cases like tokenization, institutional DeFi, cross-border payments, and much more, yet most people only consider their face value. This is the first piece of the puzzle that will fit together perfectly, opening up a world of usefulness and adding trillions of dollars to networks like the XRP ledger. Although it won't happen right away, we are seeing these changes occur more quickly than in the past, and the way the cryptocurrency landscape is changing is fascinating. Indeed, the purchases and all of Ripple's actions are occurring at a rate that has never been seen before. Let's revisit 2021. We were in the midst of the case in 2021, so I know it's not a good time to go back, but these kinds of actions weren't taking place. Ripple wasn't buying businesses. The strategic maneuvers that Ripple is currently making were not being made at the time. This is a result of the market becoming more accessible to them. The case is finished, Ripple is beginning to take control. XRP plays a significant role in this, but it's crucial to pay attention to the fact that RLUSD is beginning to rank among the top 5 stablecoins because, once more, when we consider what Ripple has in store for us this year, we will see RLUSD continue to rise. In addition, there will likely be a lot more announcements on XRP, RLUSD, and Ripple. Since they have been developing this one-stop store for years, XRP is a component of it. After they bought Medico, Monica Long stated the same thing. They aim to serve as a one-stop shop for institutional players. This makes things worse. Therefore, this goes much beyond what we have just been told. The acquisition of Hidden Road is a lot like this. Having said that, I hope you all found this video entertaining. Please like, subscribe, and enable notifications if you did. Happy